What is going on, guys? It is Dudley Throw Games here, or Caden, whatever. And if you guys didn't see my last video I uploaded, it was a story that involved a kid passing out, so go check that out first. But like I said in the last video, I'm going to have zombies gameplay during this commentary. So yeah, this is the time about when I got caught shoplifting. So what happened, guys, is this is also when I was in 8th grade. It was either 7th or 8th, and it was a Friday. And what a lot of kids at my middle school used to do is on Fridays there was this big like shopping center. It was called Bellevue Square, and all the kids would just go to it and hang out. There's a King Soopers, Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, Tokyo Joe's, just stuff like that, just to chill with your friends. And this Friday, my friends, like me and like 4 other friends, just hung out, and we were just talking. And I hung out with this kid that used to shoplift a lot of stuff, and he'd never get caught, but once in a while he'd get caught, and he'd have to do community service. So this time, he had gotten caught like 5 times prior to this time. And let's just call him Mark. So it was me, Mark, and 3 other dudes. And Mark's all like, hey, I dare you guys to go in and shoplift some random stuff. And honestly, that wasn't the first time I've shoplifted. I've shoplifted a couple times before that and not gotten caught. But yeah, so we go into the King Soopers, me and my other friend, and Mark's just waiting outside. So me and my friend go in there, and we're trying to figure out what to shoplift. And my friends are like, you know what, dude, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this. And I was like, okay, fine, I guess I already win then. And he's like, sure. And then I still go through with it. I go into this aisle, and I love Twinkies. So I grabbed 2 boxes of Twinkies. I don't know why I grabbed 2. I should have just grabbed 1. Would have been easier to carry. But I don't know. I grabbed 2, and I legit just walked out. I didn't try to hide or anything. I just pick them up and walk out the door. And I see my friends like, hey, you did it. And I was all happy. I was smiling and everything. And then right as I turn this corner, I see this one dude, and he pulls out a badge. He's like, can you come with me? And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm screwed. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I go with him, and he says, so why'd you steal the Twinkies? And that just made me want to laugh right there, because that's such a dumb sentence. Why'd you steal the Twinkies? But I was all like, I don't know, it was a dare. I was just trying to do it to impress my friends. And the dude's like, okay, okay. And he's rewatching the security tape of me stealing. And then he asked me this question. He's like, who you hanging out with? And I was like, I was scared, so I'm not going to lie to him. And I was like, I was hanging out with blah, 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 blah. And then I say my friend Mark. And he's like, Mark? I've caught him a couple times before. And he's like, alright, I'm not going to call the cops on you since this is the first time that you shoplifted. And I was like, yep, this is the first time. And so he's going to let me go, but he calls my mom, and my mom is pissed. And then a couple minutes later, he calls the cops. I'm like, dude, are you serious? You just said that you weren't going to call the cops. And so this dude calls the cops. 2 cops come up, and they're talking to me, and they're like, yeah, when your parents get here, we're going to have a big chat with them. And so my parents show up, and the cops are talking to my mom and my stepdad. They're like, yeah, we want him to go to court. And I had a, what was it, $250 ticket or something like that for 2 boxes of Twinkies. And so I show up to court, and I get sentenced with, like, I think it was 36 or 16 hours of community service. And this was during the month of October. And where I live, guys, in Colorado, it was really snowy. There's a lot of ice on the ground and everything, so it sucked. I had to shovel ice. I remember I had to pick up these trees that have fallen over because of the snow, and we had to put it in these big wood chippers and stuff, and it sucked. I was so tired after each day of going there and doing it, but that was the price I had to pay for doing something stupid like that. But it was kind of funny because I told my friends that story, and they're like, yeah, I'm never going to shoplift. Then a couple weeks later, one of my friends gets caught shoplifting, and he had to do community service. And I didn't say this, but when I did my community service, even though this kid didn't get caught with me, guess who was there? Mark. Yep, Mark was there doing community service for another time that he got caught shoplifting. I was like, dude, you need to stop. And I never saw him again. And I think the kid's in juvie now because he got caught shoplifting too many times or something like that. But yeah, guys, just don't shoplift anymore unless you're like a pro. No, I'm just kidding. Don't shoplift in general. Oh no, I went down. Just kidding. This is recorded gameplay. But yeah. Leave a like for that clutch, guys, and sub for that clutch. But yeah, guys, that was the time I got caught shoplifting. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and sub. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.